Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about my frustration with Brawl Stars, or I guess Supercell as a whole. So I don't think anyone is a stranger to Supercell games. I think at some point in our life we've played at least one Clash Royale game, or one Brawl Stars game. I've been playing Supercell games forever now. My first one was Clash of Clans in like elementary school, followed by Boom Beach, Clash Royale, and like finally Brawl Stars. Honestly, I only have a few memories of certain things inside those games. I remember being hard-stuck Builder's Workshop and not being able to reach the max Royal Arena at the time. In Brawl Stars, I was at this Dallas convention with my friends and I was playing 3v3s, playing Dynamite, and I reached rank 23. I only played Dynamite because I had Dynamite PowerPoints, or whatever you called it at the time. When I think back on those moments, I honestly wasn't spending any money. Well, partially because I didn't have a job and I couldn't spend money, but it honestly just felt like rewarding to play. And like Brawl Stars, you would get blue and purple boxes for things you did that day. In Clash Royale, you would get free chests for doing challenges. There was something waiting for you that when you logged in. And today, there's kind of like that with daily rewards in Brawl Stars. That just feels like a chore to get. Whenever I'm gonna get into a new game to get this like angel or demon drop, it just felt like a chore. So the best examples I have of this is like the day I got Mortis. At this convention at Dallas, in between activities for our school, after a certain number of wins, I opened a purple box and I got Mortis. Now, I did not want Mortis. I wanted Tara, because at the time I'm pretty sure Tara was the best mythic brawler. But I was still really genuinely excited. So, where did that feeling go? Well, I guess the easy answer to give that question is time dilation. The more you play the game, the less exciting any individual unlocked becomes. Having experienced getting Mythic Brawler after Mythic Brawler after Mythic Brawler over the years has really just numbed the entire experience. And it really doesn't help that the Mythic Brawler rarity somehow has the most brawlers in the game. But honestly, I don't think the time dilation is the real answer. I think the real answer is a game that came out in 2017 and ruined free-to-play for everybody, which is obviously Fortnite. So I have a complicated relationship with Fortnite. Before Fortnite made its game-breaking decision to incorporate a battle pass into a free-to-play game, most games made their money through cosmetics, one-time purchases, or just basing the game with a price to begin with. If you saw a skin you liked, you'd buy it, and you'd move on. But to be fair, Supercell did have offers for resources back then too. So in a way, it was still kind of is today, but dished down a little bit. Honestly, I think that Supercell made most of their money in their early stages with skins. But here's the thing. When I first bought the Battle Pass around Season 4, it was genuinely excited. I was aiming for to get the final version of the Omega skin, and I never got the Omega Lights. Me and my friends were constantly talking about the season challenges or the weekly challenges that came out that week. The idea was brilliant in my opinion. You pay once and you get your season's worth of content, and if you reach the max level, you get all those V-Bucks to buy another Battle Pass. It felt like a deal. The problem with feeling like a deal part, every other game besides Fortnite wanted a piece of the pie. They saw the numbers that Fortnite was getting and they were like, oh shoot, we gotta make a Battle Pass now to get all, these players to come to our game. So after that, Call of Duty got a Battle Pass. Call of Duty Mobile, Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Brawl Stars, even Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League got a Battle Pass. And to be honest, I didn't even know that game existed until I googled what are unexpected games that have a Battle Pass. And at that point, it stopped feeling like a feature and like started feeling like an industry standard in gaming, whether the game deserved it or not. And the thing that really gets me about Supercell specifically is what they did with the pass, the Battle Pass. Before, it was directly behind a paywall. You had to pay gems in Brawl Stars. I don't know about for Clash of Clans or Clash Royale, but I do know that a while ago it was behind gems. So if it was behind gems, you could obviously earn your way to it. You could save up a couple seasons worth of gems from Brawl. Was Star Drops a thing back then? There probably were. From Star Drops, daily rewards, etc. I don't have any more examples, I'm not gonna lie. But you could like earn it. And I had a friend who was genuinely saving up for this Brawl Pass. And the craziest thing is the very next season when he had enough, it went directly behind a paywall, which is crazy timing. Not gonna lie, I don't really talk to that friend anymore. So anyway, the Battle Pass is one thing, but I want to talk about something bigger. Because I was wondering, like, why does this every single game do the same thing at the same time? So like, why does it feel coordinated? And like I looked it up and like did some digging. Well, not really digging. I just looked up who owns Supercell, and I found this company called Tencent Holdings Ltd. So Tencent is a holding company based out of China, and they are the largest gaming company in the world. They don't make the games themselves. They own the companies that do. So they own shares in Riot Games, which means they own shares in the company that makes League of Legends and Valorant. They own Supercell basically outright, having bought a majority back in 2016. They have a stake in Ubisoft, which means Rainbow Six and Assassin's Creed are also under their umbrella. And according to Monthly Fool, they own an estimated 40% of Epic Games, which is kind of crazy. So the game that invented the modern battle passes and the games that copied it are, in large part, owned by the same parent company. This isn't really competitors copying each other. This is more like the same person telling their left hand what their right hand has already figured out, if you get what I'm saying. You could see it in their shops. Everyone has seen the Fortnite item shop now. It's enormous. There's like more than 10 rows of skins, bundles, accessories, like Jordans, and it just keeps going. And I genuinely believe that to some extent, an executive at Tencent who looked at the shop performing, like the statistics, and said, "Okay, guys, now that everybody died down about the Fortnite item shop being longer than the book of 2nd John from the literal Bible, let's incorporate that deal into our mobile games now, like Brawl Stars." Because Brawl Stars, the shop, now has tabs too. These are there are literal tabs. In Clash Royale, you have to scroll so far down to get past offers just to get your daily login reward of like 1,000 gold or 2 battle ram cards. And like by the time you're already scrolling past them, you're passing through the legendary King's Chest, heroes, evos, and whatever. Like just multiple ads to buy. Now there's something I noticed that people don't really talk about. I noticed that there's a cycle between Brawl Stars and Clash Royale. And once you see it, you can't really unsee it, in my opinion. It works kind of like this. One game releases a bad update. Like, a bad update would be something that makes progression harder for free-to-play gamers. And that's something that pushes the paywall a little further into your face. Players get frustrated. And where do frustrated Brawl Stars players go? Clash Royale. And where do frustrated Clash Royale players go? Brawl Stars. The game, after all, shares a player base. That player base just rotates between them whenever one of them makes a bad decision. I saw this happen firsthand. When Brawl Stars introduced power levels 10 and 11, it felt like an overnight game because it became less accessible if you weren't spending money. I mean, after all, I only had one power level 9 maxed out Rosa at the time with like all the star powers. So my friends and I moved to Clash Royale. Then Clash Royale started making progression less free-to-play friendly too. In both games, levels kept increasing. Well, I guess levels didn't increase in Brawl Stars, but they added more stuff to Brawlers. They removed mega boxes too, and the whole thing just felt like it was going to be a grind with a price tag attached. And now with the new level 16 introduction in Clash Royale, people have been flocking back to Brawl Stars again. I mean, I looked it up and there's only 300 accounts in the world that have maxed their account to level 16 in Clash Royale. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't hate this new Buffy update in Brawl Stars. The reason I didn't hate it is because I've been playing long enough to have over 10,000 power points sitting around with no gold. So I bought a bunch of Buffys. They're actually pretty good. But I'm aware that my enjoyment of this update is completely dependent on the fact that I've been playing since the old system with individual power points for Brawlers. If I was a new player, I would have no path forward without spending money to get the Buffys. The update wasn't designed for new players. It was not designed to fleece old players of their power points and for people who spend money. And that's the kind of the point to all this, in my opinion. I feel like Supercell didn't set out to make bad games. Well, I know they didn't set out to make bad games, because what company would do that? Honestly, they're the most polished mobile games out there. I don't have any game other than games made by Supercell on my phone. But somewhere between the nostalgia of getting Mortis at the Dallas convention and logging in to scroll past the 6 tabs to get your freebie to your daily freebie of the day, something changed, and I don't think it changed because the developers wanted it to. I think it changed because the people who own the developers wanted something that the developers don't always care about, which is money, money, money. I mean, profit isn't the worst thing in the world. Games cost money to make, but there's a difference between a game that makes money because it's good, like Team Cherry with Silksong, and a game that's designed to extract money regardless of whether it's good. And I think Supercell, pushed by their parent company that owns majority of the gaming industry, has slowly, quietly been slipping from the first category into the second. So I guess the worst part is that we keep going back every single time. And I honestly think it's because we remember what it felt like to get Mortis in a purple box, or getting our first star power, or getting our first rank 20 brawler. And I honestly hope that feeling still is somewhere in the game, but I don't think it will be in Supercell games anytime soon. Alright, thanks guys for watching this video, and please subscribe. See ya.